Hello guys, we got a Big 10 game slate for Monday. Philly at Detroit. Joel Embiid currently questionable with a back injury, so don't know what to expect here. If he's in, then yeah, I'm going to have interest with Embiid. If he's out, then yeah, Simmons, Tobias, definitely going to become core plays. Dwight Howard, excellent value, but again, right now we just don't have the news. Detroit side, Derrick Rose still out. Blake Griffin will be back, so it's going to move Bay back to the bench. Wayne Ellington, his price is up now, so I'm not really intrigued. DeLon Wright, he's still okay with Rose out. Grant, 7,800, he's still getting a lot of opportunity. His minutes are there. He still has upside. He's just been shooting poorly, so if he's shooting way better, even just a little bit better, like this guy's gonna hit like 50 DraftKings points, so he's very much in play. Probably favorite play on the Detroit side. Toronto has some injuries. Siakam, Lowry, they missed. If they're going to be out again, I think that it's more for Siakam at least. It was just because of back-to-back, so he's going to play today. But if they're both out, yeah, Stanley Johnson started. Norman Powell still looks good. So, yeah, if they're out, then for sure Powell, Stanley Johnson definitely have interest. But, of course, Fred VanVleet will be a core play if Lowry is out. If they're in, then obviously just going to be a lot less interest. Indy, for them, they've been running a pretty tight rotation. Their stars are playing really heavy minutes, even in the 40s. So Sabonis, 9,800 though. It is a little bit tough to get to that because it is a 10-game slate. You don't have to really pay up for those raw points. Brogdon, 8,500. His price was his shooting wasn't good at all. So he's still in play. Miles Turner, he's in play as well with the minutes. Just he's been getting blocks and steals. They've been really reliable. So yeah, Charlotte. Hayward, he is a little bit too cheap. I think he's going to see some pretty good ownership because of his game-winning layup. This is a rematch. So Hayward, yeah, I do have interest. Rozier, Graham as well. But again, Orlando is one of the slower paced, better defensive teams. Burgess, he had a really good value or really good game off the bench. So he's fine as well, 4K. But 10-game slate, you could probably do better with value. Orlando, Aaron Gordon missed this game. Clifford actually said that he probably expects he can play. But regardless, Vucevic still against a team in the Hornets that is really bad against centers. Still have interest. Aaron Gordon, he would be good as well. He's running backup point guard right now. So the assists, they are going to be a lot more than we're usually used to seeing. Cole Anthony, 5,400. Good matchup. Charlotte's guards just aren't really good defensively, but Aaron Gordon being back, that's going to really hurt Cole Anthony's upside. And obviously Gary Clark, James Ennis, these guys on the wings, Kevin Birch, dudes who just fill in the minutes. They're not going to be good value plays. Miami side, Brooklyn has been playing a lot of close games. Their defense just isn't good right now. So, yeah, Bam Adebayo looks good. Dragic, Kendrick Nunn, they're all fine. Brooklyn, with these three guys all healthy, I just don't really have much interest in here. So, on a 10-game slate, I think they're out there studs that just have more opportunity. Lakers, LeBron, AD, yeah, they're in play. LeBron, Cleveland going back there. That's a narrative, kind of like AD with Chicago last game. So if you're into that, then yeah, but sure, there's a lot of blowout risk with the Cavs. Like Cleveland, Garland, he's been back. He's hurting the minutes. Tonight, the Cavs got blown out. So the minutes, they were all like, stars were subbed out like 3 minutes in. So don't read too much into that. I wouldn't expect that to happen again. But, with Garland back, it just hurts like all these guys. Dotson, Sexton, like the usage, everything. Denver, Yogic, he's always going to be, top play. Michael Porter Jr. playing 35 minutes last time in OT. That probably means he's going to start soon. Could be today, and that's going to make Will Barton just kind of like not a play. MBJ himself would be in consideration at 6,600, someone who rebounds the ball extremely well. If he's able to play good usual starter minutes, yeah, he's for sure in play. That's going to hurt Murray's usage. But Denver's not closing with Paul Millsap. They're closing with Monty Morris, Gary Harris. So Gary Harris, he does have some appeal, 3,900 as a value play. Dallas side, Porzingis is going to be back for this game. They're still going to be missing out a lot of these other guys. So Luka, of course, Porzingis, yes. But everyone else, they're not as great. Like Tim Hardaway with Porzingis in, it's not as great of a play. And it's going to move probably WCS to the bench. Boban's not going to be in the rotation. So Boston now, Kemba Walker is already ruled out for rest. Tatum is expected to return, but he did miss over 2 weeks, so he's probably going to be on minutes limit, and that would make Jaylen Brown a pretty good play, 8,500 Chicago. Pretty bad defensively, so Jaylen should be a pretty good option here. Marcus Smart should get more ball handling opportunities. This is a back-to-back, so maybe Tristan Thompson would actually also rest. In that case, Daniel Tice would be a very good value play. Power forward eligibility looks great. And with Kemba out, maybe Jeff Teague could start Pritchard. He's out, so Teague definitely could see a spot start. Would be a pretty good value play as well. Chicago very bad against guards. Chicago side, Levine, his price is a little bit more affordable now, but Marcus Smart definitely going to be guarding him in this one. That's very tough. But one-on-one matchups, I don't value that too much, so I'm still going to play some of him. Kobe White, he's still fine, but again, Satoransky, he's back. He's cutting a little bit of the minutes, so it's just not as great of a situation. Boston, not really a team that we like to target. Morgan is fine. Wendell Carter doubtful, so he plays a lot of small ball center. Otto Porter's going to be back, so that hurts Patrick Williams, Temple, Thad Young, all of those guys. San Antonio, they're on a back-to-back as well, and we know they always usually rest some guys. So we're going to have to monitor that. Murray had an ankle injury, possible that he could rest. So this is another wait-and-see team, just how the slate's going. New Orleans, Ingram, Zion, their prices are pretty affordable. Lonzo and Bledsoe, they look pretty good as well. The San Antonio does struggle to rebound, so that's going to help the Adams, Zion, all of these guys. Even the guards, they rebound really well for their positions. Josh Hart. So there's some interest here. I think they're a little bit too cheap, especially like Ball and Bledsoe. JJ Redick, 3,400. He's really shot dependent. We all know that. Just if you really need value, if there's nothing good, which I highly doubt, then yeah, go with Redick, but not someone that I'm gonna have a lot of. Minnesota and Golden State. This game is kind of intriguing. D'Lo questionable. If he's in, then I want to play him. If he's in still, Malik Beasley, I'd have interest in him. If D'Lo's out, then I'm gonna have a lot of Beasley, Rubio, Edwards. They're just guards that are gonna have to take on most of the usage. Naz Reid, 6,100, not really appealing. Vanderbilt, 5K. He was really good, but he didn't really get the minutes at the end, so that's a little bit concerning. Someone here like Kogi, McDaniels, Culver, like they do feel a little bit cheap because of the Warriors. This is a very good matchup, so I don't know who. It's going to be really hard to pick out, but it definitely feels like someone can definitely be a good play here. Golden State side, Steph Curry, going to be one of my core plays. Minnesota, this is a team that shouldn't be able to blow or get blown out, really. Golden State they haven't been able to stay in games because of how bad of a team they've been. But Steph Curry against Minnesota, this is a very good matchup. And Curry's price is down to 9,200. This is very affordable. Like I can definitely see Curry having one of those 60-plus point games, and I think this is the game to do it. Wiggins, Oubre, they look great as well. Very affordable, very good matchup. Wiseman's fine, Draymond as well. So yeah, I really like the Golden State side here. OKC, they're on a back-to-back, so Al Horford is still questionable. Don't know if he's going to be back for this one. George Hill, he's a vet, so we might see him rest. SGA, he looks really good, 8,100 again. Portland, not a good defensive team, play pretty fast. They're back to back. So, this is a matchup where I think OKC can definitely hang in there. Darius Baisley, he's fine as well, 5,300. He has some upside, more rebounding opportunities with Horford gone. So, waiting to see as well. Wondering what OKC is going to do with the back to back. Portland, back-to-back as well, but they usually don't rest, so I'm going to still have a lot of Lillard. Without CJ McCollum, Lillard's usage rate is just crazy, 40%. Ronnie Hood, he's still starting at the 2 guard. His minutes aren't always going to be locked in, so there's some risk. Definitely, make sure to set a group that's like Simons, Derrick Jones, Trent. There's a lot of these guys that are like 2s, 3s, that are 4s even, just on the wing that their minutes they're all just up for grabs. So, they're all cheap though. So, don't play too many of them in the same lineup. I would say maybe like one's the best here. But yeah, Lillard, Canner looks really good. Didn't mention him, 6,600. His minutes haven't been that great, but Roby's definitely someone I can take advantage of. Muscala, guys I can definitely easily double off of. So right now, I don't really think I can give you a core 5. There's just so many injuries that we have to monitor. So I'll always update it. But for right now, I think for the teams that we do kind of know what they're gonna do, I would put in, if I could find Boston, Jaylen Brown, because we already know Kemba is out, and then Steph Curry. They're like the plays that I feel pretty good about, and then SGA. But it really does depend on the other guards. Like if we have some value guards, you probably don't need to pay up all of for all these guard positions. Like Lillard, he would look great, but even like Curry, he could probably outscore Lillard. Like that's not something crazy, right? And for the 1100 that you could save, maybe you get a value guard in there. They're just ways that you can definitely get a lot of studs, but also you don't want to take up like all of the guard positions. So this is definitely a wait and see. I think right now it's really just Steph, Jaylen Brown that are the guys that I really like right now. For value, it's just gonna again wait and see. Like we could definitely see like Stanley Johnson in Toronto. He's not really productive. Daniel Tice maybe. Just a lot to monitor. Like it was tough making this video. It's kind of just how it's gonna be for this probably the entire NBA season, just with all the things that are going on in this world. So sorry that I can't really make a core five for this video, but yeah, just again follow me on Twitter at Ballfuls. I'll make sure to update you guys like when the news rolls in and Fantasy Labs tweets it. I always tweet out like, oh, this is the way to approach it. So again, link will be in the description below. Good luck on this slate. Please leave a like before you go, and I will see you in the next video.